video.
Omito. 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 Fuck, bro, I have to do it. What's good? You already know, man. It's E.B.K right here. And we got fucking Baby Thugger, homie, from Trap Island Records. You already know it, man. So we're going to continue where we kind of left off yesterday. I did play the video on the Conejos profiles, just in case you had missed it. But there was a couple of things that were said on that live, that we got to retouch up, you know what I mean? Because I know that there were some subscribers that got on my bumper right after the thing, like, what the fuck did we hear, right? So before we get into that, I'm going to let the homie introduce himself. And you guys already be knowing, man. Hit that like as you guys come in.
All right, boom. So it's your boy, Baby Thugger from Trap Island Records. Man, we doing our shit from Utah, man. So we just tapped in with E.B.K to expose the truth. Let's go.
Yeah, that's right. So before we get into all that, right? Because I know that there's gonna be some people that are gonna have some questions. I did go through some of the questions that were asked yesterday, right? As a matter of fact, I got the phone right here and I'm able to actually see them. But one of the main ones were technically, why didn't you get off on Oldboy, bro? I technically said on the comment that like size wise does make a difference. They want to know if that was in your head or what was going on. Oldboy said that shit, bro.
All right, so boom. So the reason I didn't get off, it had nothing to do with size, intimidation, none of that, right? So my thing is, I'm in Vegas with no car. We're at Food and Felon Spot. I'm at his house, right? Yeah. So I'm trying to play my shit smart. So what I was just thinking about doing was just coming out and exposing him and everything, and just doing it that way. Because if I put hands on him and everything, I'm thinking like a kid. I'm gonna sit there and catch charges. But you guys are right with that, though. It's the principle and the moral of it. But the thing is, if I would have did that, I would have had no way out of that motherfucking spot. I'd have been fucked. I'd have been fucking caught up, everything. I'd probably be locked up right now. The motherfucker would probably be press charges on me. So I was just trying to think smart and get up out of that situation. And on top of that, like, if I would have been driving out there though, and I would have had my car and everything, I would have for sure got off on him, got on my whip and left. That's a for sure type of thing. But you got to sit there and you got to think right, especially when you know what I mean? It's basically like you're trapped there, you know what I mean?
So Oldboy was technically like, well, how Oldboy did it, he knew when to say it to you, right? Like he pretty much knew that you were out of your element, for one, because you're not in your fucking hometown. Two, we don't know, like, okay, you might have money, but we don't know if you have like the funds to actually be able to do all that maneuvering, right? Like fucking go right away, get a Momo and all that bullshit. But okay, yeah, that's something that the people were wondering.
Yeah.
But another thing, bro, like that I seen in the comments, they were like, well, what kind of shit that they say about Gunner, right? Like, why were they hating so much on him, especially since he's the one that gave him a boost?
All right, let's talk about it. So I guess it got to a point where they felt like Gunner was either using them or was just either getting tired of their shit or whatever. So it became like a whole play with them. And then they fell out, and it was just weird because what they told me they fell out with Gunner about, I asked Gunner about, and he said that's not why they fell out, and Gunner didn't want to tell me why they fell out either. But he said they fell out because Gunner was on some bullshit, just talking shit all the time, getting drunk, going on a hot one, just, popping his shit all the time. They got tired of it, you know what I mean? So that's why they cut ties. But as far as like the whole thing, I really don't know why they fell out like that.
Did they ever talk about fucking like Gunner? Because look, bro, on some of the videos, you can just flat out tell, right, that Oldboy was on either a sick one, he was coming down, or even when he went to like the doctor, he made it short. You could see on the monitor, right, that it was because he was either feeling fucking paniqueado or he was having some hard fucking, you know what I'm saying? His heart was pumping a little too hard. So like, did they ever talk about that shit? Like Oldboy being all fucking scanted out?
Yeah, they said that he was on drugs and everything. They said that he was all tweaked out and everything, but they were also saying that with him being on drugs and everything, that he's ended up losing his mind and losing his YouTube channel. But as far as that being said, I really can't believe it coming out of their mouth. So it's really just hearsay. You know what I mean? There's really no proof of evidence
I would have kind of figured, right? Because like you know, Dubs and Oldboy were like this, right? So I kind of figured when Oldboy went to go visit him, and he rented the car, he took him to a Momo. You know, maybe fucking he got to actually see some of the real inside fucking gunnery. You know.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And
Yeah.
on top of that, they were saying some shit with Gunner and Flacco, saying that Gunner and Flacco were basically on some weird type shit, going to weird type of parties, like Diddy type parties and shit together. So it was like shit like that was being said about Gunner too.
Yeah. I apologize, bro. It started raining over here, so if you guys hear the rain, I hope you guys enjoyed the background noise. Nah, but yeah, bro, that's just crazy. You know what I mean? One of the things that I kind of really wanted to get into and talk about was like, because look, even though I caught it right, people got on my bumper yesterday. Like, are YouTubers really doing that shit? I don't know if you've seen the video that I posted after,
Yeah.
like last night. Or like, are they really getting like that low? What did you mean by that, bro? Like, having
That's exactly what I meant by that. Your video is exactly what I meant by that. And yeah, that's happening.
fuck, yeah, like see
You know, let
that
me
right
tell you
there.
what was, let me hold on, let me tell you what was said. Let me tell you what they were trying to orchestrate into my head, right? I could take over Utah with that shit. They were saying Trap Island Records could be the next big ass thing if we're doing that. But I said, homie, if we're gonna do that, why don't we just take $30,000 and go invest it into a motherfucking weed dispensary and start doing it that way? Fuck you
Yeah, go
mean? You know what I mean?
legit, yeah. Legit,
Exactly.
bro. But see, that's the type of mentality that old boy has that he hasn't grown out of, right? Like, let's be real. People like him, and look, man, this is fucked up, right? But it's true. People like him mess up good opportunities for lifers, right? That are actually trying to do good out here in the calles, better for themselves, right? And he got blessed to get released, right? Because he was a lifer. So he got blessed, bro. But you can see that his fucking mentality still hasn't outgrown that shit because that's how a Pintero thinks, bro. That's how someone that's like always thinking about just coming up for himself, right? How am I gonna take over a spot? Hey, bro, that's some straight man. Hey, I'm glad that you were able to see past that, homie, and you didn't fall for that shit. Because let's be real, they do make it like a lot of people do make it doing it like that, but not for long. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because that shit will get snatched up. Whatever savings they have, they're gonna fucking use it on attorneys, you know what I mean, to try to
Yeah.
fucking beat that shit, and at the end you're assed out. Man, that's fucked up, bro. That's
Exactly. And I felt like the reason they were trying to do that is because like I said, I'm young, I'm from somewheres, you know. I do actually got fucking connections and everything out here like that.
yeah.
Like not you know what I mean? Like we're not gonna talk about that shit, but like all that shit, like I'm really like plugged up and shit.
Nah, nah.
So they
I,
so
I
they were trying to basically like use that, like, hey, you can boom, you know what I mean? We have a plug out here, like, and this is the young nigga to do it. Like, homie, if I wanted to run plays and sell drugs and do all that shit, I'd go to the streets and I don't need that shit coming from you, nigga. I could get this shit from the streets for a cheaper price too.
yeah. Nah, but he's like, what they're thinking, bro. Look, old boy was one time affiliated, right, with some big homies, and old boy he still had that mentality what they were either teaching him or what he learned from them, right? Where he was like, I can take over a spot because let's be real, over here the prices or just in general, right? Like since if you're close to the border, you can get nice prices, and I don't really like talking about those type of things, but if you move them somewhere else you can double up or triple up. You know what I mean? You could make bank, but
Yeah.
that's not the route to do it, especially when you're on social media and trying to lie to the gente, right? Because that's what old boy's doing, man. He's trying to sell a fake dream and tell people, right, that he's really out there to help. But in all reality, that's not no help, homie. You know what I
And
mean?
yeah, and like I said, like it was just basically they were trying to test my gangster and everything. Like that's really what it was. They're really just trying to test my gangster and shit. But like I said, I ain't got shit to prove to them. Like I said, they're YouTubers and shit. So if I'm trying to prove something, let's prove this YouTube shit. Let's see who can go view for view. Let's do
Yeah,
that then. Let's do some shit like that. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking do this stupid shit that I've already got out of. Like you guys understand. Like coming up, especially let's talk about it. My fucking dad's already been convicted of it and everything. My pops got fucking convicted for 5 pounds of fucking marijuana and got caught with like $32,000. The whole
yeah,
thing is, like, I came up and my parents were plugs the whole fucking time. So That's honestly where I learned that shit from, and I got out of that shit a minute ago and started living life the regular way, making legal money. And I'm trying to make money off of YouTube and shit. You feel what I'm saying? So if anybody's watching this shit, man, y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Let's run it up, man. Let's get a young nigga like me popping. I'm only 21 from Utah, a real nigga too, like everything certified. So run it up. And if you guys
Yeah.
want to hear about my dad's case, want to know about him, Georgie Luis Reyes, look that up. Ogden, Utah, man, got busted with his shit, man. My cousin told on it. Crazy shit. But my dad's a real nigga. Did his time in severe threat gang unit and shit, real nigga from the set.
But see, so one thing that you said right now, right? That okay, we do make money off YouTube once you get monetized and stuff like that. Oldboy has a good following. He gets a good amount of views. Let's be real. There's no need. There's no need to go back to the old lifestyle, right? To try to come up the old ways. Yeah, it
Yeah.
might be a little bit faster, but it's not cool, homie. You know, it's not like that no more. Especially when you're already making a bag. Like, fuck, that's sad, homie. But maybe, hey, was old boy drunk when he was plotting all this shit, or was he actually on his right
Food
mind?
and, from what I know, from what Food and Felons played it, is he was sober the whole time. He don't drink, he don't smoke, none of that. But it was weird to me because like you can tell when a motherfucker's on some like coke or something, the way they're acting, the way they, fucking with their nose all the downtime. Oh, I need a tissue. Da, da, da. Like I could see it. You know what I mean? I'm not stupid. And I watched that shit from my parents too when they fell off. So
Yeah,
I know how to read shit. And that's what they were not knowing. They weren't knowing that a nigga like me actually knows how to read people. And the way I was taught, when I'm brought into a room and brought around people, you observe everything before you say shit. So that way you know how that motherfucker is, and if he talks shit about him and they talk shit about that nigga, then you don't say shit because they're gonna end up talking shit about you when you leave that room.
and that's what happens, bro. Especially on the YouTube, I was able to notice that right away, and I got into a couple times why I created the whole YouTube thing and everything, but that's something that I was able to notice right away, bro. That it's cutthroat. Once you start like making a video or something on anyone, you get all these other fools reach out to you. They give you stuff, right? Like, hey, put this shit out there, bro. Woo, woo. But at times they're not willing to do it themselves, and it's like, all right. So you gotta be through chat, right? Because you're like, isn't this fool part of that circle? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, like. So you get to see the behind the scenes if you're actually making content, bro. You know what I mean? That's what I noticed.
Yeah, for sure. And that's the thing too. So that was the good thing about it. So for everybody that thinks I'm lying or whatever, like no, I was behind the scenes with these niggas when the cameras weren't rolling and everything. Like even the second trip out to Vegas when I went with just Food and Felons, like it was weird as fuck because like we did one food review and then no, we did like two food reviews.
Yeah,
And then on top of that, it was just mostly like on some other type bullshit. Like we were just out bullshitting basically.
yeah. And how was that like, bro? How was the not being like on the camera wise? Because okay, let's be real. Some people when the camera turns on, a whole different character comes out. That they have some fools got personalities. Like they create somebody, right? That you're like, what the fuck? This fool wasn't like just like that. Are they the same way? Like they're on YouTube offline, or are they something totally different, bro?
Let's just say, old boy is famous saying, "Stay out of the school." I mean, stay in school and stay out of the streets. I laughed at that after we had these conversations. They're not. They're completely different. You know what I mean? Like, and that's the thing. So me off camera, I'm like I said, when I'm around them and everything, I'm kind of like playing low. I'm playing like dumb kind of. I'm playing like little bro and shit kind of. So I'm watching the moves being made and everything, and it was weird too, cause like it was just weird. The shit was weird. Like the whole movement was weird because they're not who they are on camera, and it tripped me out because it disappointed me honestly.
Yeah, well, that's what's fucked up, bro. That I got to notice that, like, even with some of my own boys, man. Shout outs to them. This is no shots, right? But I have noticed even with some of them, like, when the thing turns on, they act different, right? They act different, and when they're offline, don't get me wrong, they're still cool ass individuals. They're still firme, but they act totally different, and they even talk different. You know, they actually you're like, oh, okay, okay, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? That's cada quien. As soon as that the camera turns on, it's a whole different character, and it's just like they know not to slip up. You know what I mean? But
Exactly, and that's exactly how they are too. So it's weird as fuck. And so even with like Food and Felons when he's on camera and shit, like he's just a whole different person. That's a whole different person. So when we're sliding all through Vegas and we're off camera and shit, and I'm just like, damn, like I feel like I'm in the hood with the homies or something. Like this is crazy. Like what the fuck? Like it just felt off from the beginning and everything. And it was just like, damn. And the thing, like I said, they're YouTubers and shit. So why are we talking about this type of business when we should be sitting here talking about getting up in the industry? You guys should have at least. And that's the thing. When we met DJ Yella, that's a big thing, bro. That motherfucker Food and Felons wanted to hog the whole thing, and I don't care about none of that. I don't care about anything about that. But when I realized how he was being, let's talk about it. So I'm sitting down, right, and I'm trying to get out the booth to go get my ID from the car. He's like, "Nah, just wait. You can grab your ID after, and we'll do whatever." And I'm just like, "What the fuck?" Like after that, I was like, you know what? Bet then, you know what I mean? I'm already seeing the move and everything. And this is after I had bought him the outfit and everything. And then on top of that, he's like, all right, so after we get done with the restaurant and everything, I need you to order your Uber to LAX. And he's like, we're gonna drive back to Vegas. And I'm like, you know what, whatever, fool. Like it is what it is. So, I grabbed my disc, my blunt, and I started smoking, waiting my motherfucking Uber, getting the Uber straight to LAX and just chilling after that. But as soon as I get to LAX, that's when the motherfuckers start texting me reckless. Oh, you need to change your name, da-da-da, this and that. It's misleading and da-da-da, this and that. You guys need to understand. This is what I was telling him too. You need to understand. Baby Thugga is a motherfucking rap name. It's a podcast name, right? If you guys want to know, my placazo in the motherfucking streets is motherfucking Travieso. Little Travieso. That's my name in the streets, man. So Baby Thugger, when he said that shit, I honestly laughed. I was like, because how you gonna say I need to change my shit? It's misleading. But this is a podcast. I mean, you see what we're doing. We ain't sitting here talking about all this bullshit. Like it just tripped me out because it was like you're really just getting mad because I didn't want to do that one favor for you. And on top of that, that other bullshit, and you try to brush it off like that was nothing.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. Another thing before I forget that I kind of wanted to ask, and I know that old boy, you know what I mean, he's married and stuff like that. But how do they act, bro? Like when they will see females around, because let's be real, they like to floss. They like to floss. They like to woo woo. They're over here renting cars.
No, let's keep it real. They don't, it's all right, let's keep it real then. You guys got them homies where they talk a big, great one when they're with their homies and shit, like, oh, that bitch is bad and everything, but you hit them with the go up and talk to her and shit, and it's like, oh, this and that, and it's a whole different conversation. That's what that is. These motherfuckers are scared. They're scared, bro. They don't get no bitches. They don't get no bitches. And it was weird too. It was weird too because they were trying to like, not dubs, like I said, not dubs, but Food and Felons, and then we're like trying to like promote me to like, oh, go talk to that bitch, or look at that bitch. And I'm like, bro, like at the time, like before I had left Vegas, I was still with my bitch at the time, so I'm keeping her respectful and shit. So I'm just like, whatever, fool. Like niggas are weird as fuck. Like, what the fuck? Then the way I'm looking at it is like, you old horny ass niggas. Like, what the fuck?
That's what I was about to say, right? Because look, I even got some old homies like that, right? And even when they get out of character, I tell them like, "Hey, bro, you got to remember, carnal, she looks young. You know what I mean? You old as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like you old
Yeah,
as
you got
fuck.
that pepper face in your motherfucking shit, salt and pepper in your beard, nigga. And
Yeah,
she look like she
homie.
18, 19.
I was like, you better relax with that, G. You better wait until they hit 30. You know what I mean? With your age, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's
Shit.
like that's where I was gonna go at because look, I don't want to keep bringing up that subject, bro. I know that's like to be honest, like I feel bad for your sister, you know what I mean, for your homegirl and all that, you know what I mean, because that's fucked up when they try to take advantage like that. But
Well,
she's
well
young,
let's
she
clear
looks,
that.
you know what I mean, for them fools to try to be asking for some shit like that.
Yeah, well, let's talk about. I mean, well, shit.
They actually
With
want to
every
know how old she is, bro. That's what someone had just asked right
how
now.
old she is. So look,
Yeah,
she's me and her only a year apart. I'm 21, she's 20, right? But the thing is, I grew up with her, and that's my little sister. So either way, I was just heated about the situation. But she wasn't there with me. Let's clear that up right now, though. She wasn't there with me at all. I was going there as because, like I said, I'm Trap Island. She's one of my artists, so I'm
yeah,
going as like type of manager shit, trying to get these things going, get this shit going. So she wasn't there at all. But if she would have been there, I guarantee you, me and her would have just ended up taking flight and probably just being like, "Fuck it," because that's the type of person my sister is. Like me and her, are the same type of person, but I'm the type of person where I know how I have to play my cards just to make it back home. You know what I mean?
yeah. No, I kind of get that part, bro, because I get it, bro. Shit's expensive, and you don't want to get stranded out here, especially if you don't know no one. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Especially the foods that I'm gonna be real with you.
Well,
That
no, it
you
wasn't even
were
that. Let's
siding
talk
up
about
with,
it.
the
Uh huh.
ones you were siding up with, those fools, they don't really have a good name in Cali, bro. You know what
Oh,
I'm
I already
saying?
know. I already know.
So it would have been bad. You know what I'm saying? If like you would have been spotted like that, it would have been like, isn't that fool that? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it would have been bad. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly. And not only that, like it wasn't even the part of anything being expensive because your boy had money and shit. It was the fact of where we were at in Vegas. We were in North Las Vegas. If you guys know that, it's whole segregated everything. Like it was just one. Like I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna drop whole locations and shit, but it
Yeah,
was like one phone call away to the police, and them motherfuckers would have been there in at least under a minute. That's
yeah,
how close that spot was to the cops.
yeah. That's crazy, man. Yeah,
So yeah,
but still, be for her. I mean, she still looks really young, bro. And these are old ass foods. You know what I mean? And I know there's gonna
exactly.
be some maniacos in here, some weirdos, because I still consider those fools weirdos, right? Because if
Yeah,
you happen to be like old like that, bro, like you have kids that are older than that age, right? Because he has said that in the past. Old boy said that he had kids my age, right?
they
So
both got kids.
that's what I'm saying, right? So it's like if they have kids that are somewhat that age, homie, those are predators to me, right? Those are
That's
predators.
like, but imagine the disrespect on this part, right? Imagine if I was kidding with Dubs and Food and Felons, and I would have met Dubs' daughter because I heard what she's like older than me or something
Yeah.
like that. So I imagine if I would have met her and started spitting Mac on her or something, spitting some game to her. That would be he would have been completely mad, completely disrespected. That's
Yeah.
how I was looking at it too.
Well, yeah, bro. I was like, I don't know what they were like thinking, right? Like to be real, like to me, that's a scumbag ass move, and they could have been high. That's why I say like there could have been some because I don't see no one right that would be like, you know what? Even if they're still like fucking stingy and they don't really have a good carnalismo, you know what I'm saying? Like to show to others. I don't see them doing that with someone that they somewhat voiced, asking them like, "Hey, convince her," because that's what they kind of wanted you to do. They wanted you to go like sweet talk over,
Yeah.
like, "Hey, look, think about the big picture. Think about this." Fuck no, you know what I mean? But that's fucked
Yeah,
up.
well, I mean, like I said, there's no reason to me lying about nothing or anything that was actually said. And yeah, it wasn't even like they were even gonna try to convince me on that shit because I wouldn't have let them convince me on that shit. Because
Hey,
that's the
baby,
thing. Like as soon as it was, well,
my
what's good
bad,
with you,
bro.
Dankin and drinking? We got to tap in. We got to tap in for sure.
Yeah, I let
What
the
up?
homie because I see them on the thing. Hope you don't mind, bro. You know what I mean? Hope you don't
What's
mind.
No,
cracking,
we're good.
homie? What's
Uh,
up, Conejo? What's up,
No, we're
baby thugger?
boy, got
Saludos to the
drinking
chat,
in the
man.
house. That's right.
what's
That's
good with
right.
shit. So let's get into it. So I mean, yeah, it was all really said and shit. But like I said, I wouldn't have let them convince me about it at all.
I'll be right back. Give me a second.
Yeah, nah, yeah, and I'm glad you didn't, bro. I know that there was times where well, we went like we kind of went back and forth, right? But I mean, I never
Yeah.
really. I was just having fun with it, right? I don't take things personal because I know that there was people asking me like, "Oh, why you laying him on? Why he?" You know what I mean? Try to expose you and shit like that. I don't take nothing personal, homie. Like I don't take shit personal
Yeah.
like that, especially when you don't have nothing to hide or you've been up front from the beginning. You ain't tripping. You're like whatever, right? So I'm not tripping really on that, bro. But I understand since like that shit had happened. A lot of people kind of see it like, oh, since you're not kind of getting your way with them, that like you know what I mean. But they gotta realize that not just because like they might be supporters, because the ones that are saying that are supporters of old boy, right? So even though that they're
Mhm.
supporters and don't want to believe that shit, you being someone that was fucking with them, I don't like. I would never see someone right like just come out of the bloom with some shit like that. You get me? You really got to be upset
Exactly.
about some shit like that and asking for what they asked for. Uh, I would have been upset with the first one, G, with that other one, having you try to push weight. You know what I mean? I would have been like, what the fuck? That
And
would.
that's how it was too. It was like the whole thing. So as soon as that first conversation came up, I already knew from there. All right, these niggas are on some janky type business. I can't fuck with them. I just gotta move smart, just move right, and then if we can fucking get some bread out these niggas, let's get it then. Because these niggas are trying to play a young nigga. You feel what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
for me to come out the blue and say some shit like that, like I said, I was behind the scenes with these niggas, so I was sitting in the living room with these niggas while they're sitting here talking their good ones and saying, "Hey, don't fuck with Gunner no more," and it's just gonna be our shit, and that nigga Gunner's gonna be mad as fuck when he sees you interviewed Little Easy E and all that shit. It was a whole damn thing, and it
yeah,
was just crazy as fuck, because most of their shit like that they were trying to do was trying to just one up on Gunner. So
yeah,
what I'm thinking is Gunner actually cut them off, and they were mad at Gunner the whole time because Food and Felons did slip up one time when I shouted out Gunner. he's like, how the fuck you gonna shout out Gunner's Collective? And he's like, and that motherfucker was sitting there and he cut Dubs off after Dubs did so much for him and they were like brothers and he just cuts Dubs off. I was like, oh, and I just sat there and was quiet and was like, so you just slipped up, nigga. You just slipped up from the shit you just told me. Oh, they fell out over a conversation. No, they slipped up and told on themselves. And like the thing is, when you're lying, you have to keep up with the lie. It's hard to remember the lie that you first started with.
Yup. Man, those are facts right there. You gotta fucking continue, because if not, well, you seen G-Face. That's another case. That's another conversation. But yeah, you have to just continue with that shit. But nah, man, I'm glad that you were able to see past that bullshit, bro. You know what I mean? There's a lot of people that used to fuck with them. Like I see, like I'm gonna click on a comment. You know what I mean? A lot of people that used to fuck with them, and they actually, you can't see the comments, baby Thugger, because you can see them.
Yeah,
off
I
your
can see
phone.
him.
Okay, I'm just gonna make sure, but there's a lot of people that used to fuck with them, and they turned their back just because they opened they just expressed their opinion, bro, or they were fucking with other people that they didn't like, and they
Well,
did a whole.
Food and Felons said even fucking Brenda was crushing on Dubs.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Exclusive.
Yeah,
It's exclusive now.
exclusive. There you go.
Damn,
I
you
really
guys have
want
been
to
on
say
for
more to that
25
situation,
minutes.
but I'm not
Damn,
putting
I
it out there
missed
like
it,
that.
homies.
Oh shit! My boy though, hey, Mr. 209, you ain't got nothing you want to ask the homie, bro?
So I don't know if this was asked, but I've been seeing everywhere in the comments, that everybody asked, why didn't you get off on them, But
Yeah, so
I don't
I
know if
had
you
answered
answered
this
that yet.
earlier, but I'll answer it again for you since you didn't see it. Basically, like I said, it was the moral of I was basically trapped there. I had no way to get myself out of there because we were using his cars. I had got flown out there and they picked me up from the airport and shit. So we were right there in his driveway. And if I would have did it right there, like I said, his house was too close to the cop station too, so it was just like that. So I would have just been sitting in fucking Las Vegas County right now. And they
Yeah.
would have pressed charges on me too, because the way I wanted to do them, I was gonna do them janky as fuck. The thing is, I was trying to take the jewelry and the money in his pocket because it was a fat loaf. And the thing is, like that, like when it comes to shit like that, I really do start thinking back in my street mentality. But I had to check myself for a minute and realize, look, you gotta still get back home to your girl at the time. You gotta get this shit, and plus you still got your little brothers and your artists. So you crash out here. This is probably either wanted to happen or they wanted to see if you would do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, so I hear you said all them fools are beefing now.
I don't know if they're beefing. Like the way I'm looking at it now, I don't know if they're all beefing or anything, but it seemed like all of a sudden, like when I came into the picture, Gunner fell off. Then all of a sudden, Dubs fell off with Food and Felons, and then all of a sudden, I fall off with Food and Felons, and then all of a sudden, Dubs goes live after I do all this shit. They go live, and it's shout out Food and Felons and everything. I don't, and then Gunner calls me about Dubs, saying, "Hey, I don't think Dubs is that type of person. I think you should take that down. They're thinking about suing you, defamation of character, all this shit." And I'm like, "Oh, so," and I hung up the phone, and I'm talking to the homeboy. The homeboy was sitting right next to me, and he's like, "Bro," he's like, "These niggas are all fucking with each other. They're all a part of that, bro." And I was like, and Gunner's like, will you go through and clear my name and say that I didn't put you up to anything? And I was like, so who's telling you? And he's like, I can't tell you who's telling me that you put me up to this, but I was like, so it's Dubs and them banging your fucking line. That's exactly who it is.
Damn, I'll be fucking Dubs is a master manipulator over there with them pendejos. You know what I mean?
On top of that, you got the master manipulator, you got the one that's sneaky as fuck and backdoors everything, and then you got the other niggas that are oblivious to the plays and that have to catch on and learn the shit like I did.
I got a great question before I forget, right? Look, because I remember that someone had asked me a while back on the first video, right? When I had seen your thing. What did you want to do with that money, bro? Like, let's just say they would have give you 15 G's, like, right, to I guess take down the video. What would you use?
You guys really want to know what I would have did with it?
Yeah, because
Okay, let's keep it real.
think
Let's keep it real. Your boy might look fresh. Your boy might have his own apartment and shit. Like I said, I'm 21 and everything, but your boy's walking an hour to work every fucking day. So I would have went and spent that 15 G's on a new car. That's what I would have went and bought it with. I already have everything else. My bills are always paid in advance, so I make sure of that. But that walk to work, that's a struggle, and a real nigga does that and still does YouTube. But shit, that's what that money would have went to, is a car.
So wait,
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because
that's right.
I was actually thinking, I was like, maybe like, because look, bro, because I know that they promised you all kinds of shit. Those are facts, you know what I mean? because I had a conversation with old fool Dubs too, and he was over there trying to talk about $1 million moves, but they weren't exactly what he was telling you, right? Like on the whole push, he was trying to like do some other shit supposedly. But that shit was just bullshit. You know, your Bush trying to run the game. But I thought maybe I was like he had promised you all kinds of fucking bullshit, and you over here, since you have people signed to your thing, right? Like you have old girl, you have a couple of people that they have you like to push their stuff out. I thought that you were gonna like, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I gotta pay them too. You know what I mean? Gotta bless
Well,
them.
you got to understand. So my artists themselves, they're accomplished. They're doing their thing. Like my sister, she's not hurting or anything in her music career. Once she took off to the state that she's in now, they hella started helping her hella big. And let's just say it's going big for her. She's doing her shit anyways. And then my other two artists I got, they're college, everything, cars, all that shit. So I'm really just the big bro behind the scenes pushing everything. And the money, like I said, like I had a whip and everything before I came back from Vegas and everything. I had a whip and everything, and then I broke up with my bitch. I let her keep the car, let her keep that apartment, and I moved and did my shit. So you know, it's just I'm in the process of restarting. So yeah, for sure. And my artists are good though, so I wouldn't have been tripping either way. They know it, every time I pull up on them, we spend outfits, everything. So it's cool.
Yeah. I'll let Mr. 209 take over again though. My bad.
Oh no, I was just listening. You know, I'm reading these comments and shit, man. They're going wild in the comments. You already know how it is on your channel, bro. They go wild.
Nah, they do, bro. They do. I was gonna do it as a pre-recorded video, because I do get reported a lot, right? I get reported, but I was like, I'm not gonna monetize. We'll have a good time, you know what I mean? And then I'll put it on private, and then I'll reload it as a video, like I did yesterday, just to make sure we don't get flagged, you know. But I know that the Dubs is in here in the house. Make sure to hit a like, Dubs, Figs. I know you're in here. You're probably over there putting a pillow on the Baholio. You know what I mean? Fucking hit a like or a dislike, bro.
My thing is like the way they expose themselves a couple times and how they're actually living. It's like, damn, you guys are really trying to throw all this away. Like it takes one little slip up, you know.
Yeah. But it's funny though, bro, because you know what's funny? Like to me, at least, or at least I was catching a little laugh right now, is that they made a whole video about Figs buying 2 whips, right? And they turned out to be rentals, bro.
Yeah,
the rental?
it's not even like I said, they were on leases. They're leased cars, you know what I mean?
Man.
If we're keeping it real, the only car
what was that other car that other pendejo rented? A Bentley?
Oh, yeah.
No. Let's talk about it. They exposed that. You know what? I'm sorry I got to do this to you, Gunner, but I'm going to expose this right now. Because even Dubs, this is what pisses me off, right? Why Dubs is sitting there trying to fuck with Gunner and them still, too. Is Dubs exposed that nigga for that Bentley not even being rented, their car, didn't get in the car or anything. It's actually one of fucking Dubs' neighbor's cars, and Gunner pulled up and took a picture in front of it.
No.
Yes, Simon way.
No.
Take a breath of fresh air for that one, homie.
They fake Cadillac pimping, homie.
They fake Cadillac. So that picture. So look, and I know you guys are gonna be on my bumper because in the thumbnail they got the picture of Gunner outside the car, and then they got Dubs and them taking a picture inside of a car. No, the car they took a picture inside of was Dubs' car. That Bentley was none of theirs.
Those fools are crazy, bro. Hey, I don't know what's wrong with Gunner. Hey, fucking runner, if you're in here, fool, fucking tap in. I'll let you tap in for a little bit just so I can roast your ass, right? But you like one of those little kids, bro, that you see on the fucking you park a badass whip, and then you go to the store, you come out, and then you see like 15 fools in front of it, like boom, boom. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking vato, eh? Damn, what's wrong with this dude, eh? Damn.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. So when I was starting to see moves like that, because I was promised a good $26,000 to $30,000, and on top of that, getting my bills paid, and on top of that, we were supposed to be doing this mobile podcast thing in a bus. It was supposed to be a whole thing, but even like just seeing how it was weird, bro. Like it's just weird as fuck, bro.
Look at Eric AC. He said was Dubs in a car seat.
In the car seat.
Nah, Dubs pulled up in the back of the Tesla with a motherfucking Modelo in his hand.
Oh, drunk. You couldn't even see him neither, huh? You couldn't even see him in
bro,
the
this
back,
motherfucker, bro, tell me why it took this nigga 30 minutes. It took him 30 minutes to find the spot. Him and the Uber driver couldn't find it.
Fuck this vato, way. Fucking Dubs, man. Over there with his fucking Bud Lights. It's fucking
And
loud.
what pisses me off is, like I said, like you guys can tell I'm a respectful person. You know, I only get crazy if I'm backing somebody up and all that. You know what I mean? Because I go hard for my people, but I ain't fucking with them and shit. But the thing is like that's how I was with them. I was respectful and everything, and I don't know if it's because I kept it respectful and cool with them that's what made them judge me and be like, you know, let's test this nigga street cred. But there's no
Yeah.
need to. You know what I mean? And even when I'm gonna expose this too.
Well,
Even when I put Food and Felons on the phone with a couple people, he was like acting weird and acting scared about it. Like I called up one of my other artists and he's like, "Oh shit!" He's like, "Yeah, trying to hold the phone like this on FaceTime. Like, yeah, don't show him my face, da da da. But yeah, we're gonna tap in, da da da. Like, no, we're not gonna tap in, and you can't even show your face from artists." And on top of that, I got 2 prison calls while I was in the truck with that nigga, bro. And on top of that, that motherfucker was like, "Look, homie," he's like, looking at me all crazy, like all this shit. He's like, I'm gonna hop out the truck, acting all scary and shit. And I'm like, bro, like what the fuck? Like I'm over here trying to get you on the phone, my nigga Memo and them, and you don't want to talk to him? Like, bro, telling me about to go meet with DJ Yella and them right now. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
yeah. What? Okay, look, bro. What about when you flew over there, right? And you guys were at the hotel and you guys were doing the live or whatever, right? Like you guys were all together. Did you guys
No, no,
talk?
no, 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 no. Let's keep it real. There was no hotel. This is a house owned by one of them niggas.
Oh, okay,
This
okay.
there was no ghetto ass hotel or nothing. Your boy was in a nice little fucking house with a motherfucking pool, 4 bedrooms, all that motherfucking nice ass shit, nice whips in the front, all that nice little neighborhood, palm trees. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't. That's what I'm saying. If I would have got off on Oldboy, there's no people around. There's no motels. There's no nothing. It's a dark neighborhood.
Yeah. Oh, it's a secluded spot. Yeah.
It's secluded, exactly.
Yeah, it would have been bad. Nah, but fucking, yeah, that is because like, look, you guys when you guys were making that video and I was watching, I was like, I wonder if these fools are at a hotel because when Gunner pulled up, you seen him doing the little shorts when he's over there running on the treadmill, right? He's over there like running, having a little girly moment, and fucking they're staying at a Momo together, right? We seen them fucking share the food together. Supposedly they fed you a fry. They fed you a fry, supposedly, but we're not gonna get into that part, right? We're not gonna get.
I don't know this nigga.
But Oldboy fed him the bean, right? The little thing they ate after each other on the line. They ate sushi or whatever. Then they went back to the Momo. Did they stay in the same room, or you just those are details that they just know?
What
Like
up,
I
Donnie?
said, so the reason I believe that they had Gunner and them at a motel was because they didn't trust Gunner enough to see Oldboy's house. They didn't want Oldboy at his house. So that's the weird thing. So that was the thing on top of that. So that's why they were at a motel and shit doing what they were doing. But if you notice though, it was me, Food and Felons, and Dubs when we were together, and even when it was just them 2 together and everything, they're in one living room. That video I did getting my arm tattooed done in, that's one living room. That's one house. And I don't know, man. It was just crazy, bro. Like them niggas are weird.
Yeah, he said road trip, 3 dudes on the BN. What?
Hey,
No, it
so
was just so
so
it was more like a meetup.
Yeah, it was like a
Huh?
meetup.
what
Go ahead,
was their
Dinky.
whole justification for rolling with that dude, from that cowboy cat? What was their whole
Cowboy.
justification?
Their whole thing is supposedly Food and Felons is supposedly connected well in LA or whatever, so he tapped in with a couple of niggas from 60s and everything, and they basically verified and cleared Cowboy and everything. But on top of that, they told him the full case and everything. But the reason they fell out and everything was weird as fuck. They fell out supposedly over money and everything, but on top of that, I think they really fell out because they couldn't use Cowboy. Because I felt because like I said, Cowboy has that Nothing to Something podcast and everything, and it got to a point where Cowboy just didn't want to fuck with them.
No, okay,
But
yeah.
his justification for it though was like, oh, that's he's official. Like I've talked to the homies from the 60s, this and that, and they certified him. And Big U wouldn't be around that type of person. And honestly, look, my opinion on Cowboy, I'm not defending him, none of that shit, because I want to defend somebody like that. But think about it like this: if Nipsey was a respected person from his hood, and the person that he is, though, the person that Nipsey is himself, why didn't nobody tell Nipsey anything about having Cowboy around? Because it's just it don't make sense to me now. Like, because nobody was like, it was just all behind the scenes, and then finally he passes away. And now everything's aired out. But why weren't nobody telling him or taxing Nipsey for keeping that person around?
I'm gonna tell you why, bro. I'm gonna tell you straight up. Like, and this ain't no shots at nobody, but there's different rules for different group segments, bro. There really is. There is.
No,
Some group segments
better. You're saying it better than how I would have said it, bro.
Some group segments have a no tolerance policy, and some group segments will allow things because money is being passed. And nowadays, some group segments will allow whatever with money being passed, and that's just keeping it real.
Yeah, straight up.
Money is a big motivator.
Money, one, right? And then when it comes to like the brothers, everybody knows, man. This is no shots. Everybody knows, carnal. They ain't gonna take care of their trash like that. Not like how the Mexicans do it. Not like how the Raza does it in general, bro. Or the white boys. The white boys get brutal too, but the brothers are a little bit more lenient, and they know about that shit, bro. You know what I mean? But the real brothers, because there's a few real ones that be straight up. They talk about that shit. They're like, "Fuck this dude." You know what I mean? They're like, that fool's not welcome. You know what I mean? And they disrespect his spot multiple times. I actually seen videos that they're disrespecting his things. So it's not like he's over there just like cool. You know what I mean? Like,
and if you guys,
it is fucked up that like people don't like realize like shit like that, right? Because I know if it was one of like the Raza, that motherfucker wouldn't have been there, homie. You know what I'm saying? Especially not no level.
Well, I heard there's some shit on Spanky. I heard there's some shit on Spanky Loco from the rapper Spanky Loco, and I guess everybody still keeps him around, and it's like, what the fuck?
Well, money, carnal, their money. Some people that they know or they don't really pop up on black and white like that. Because shit, let's be real, man. There's some fools that just don't pop up on black and white. They get away with that shit. You know what I mean? And this is no shot to the OGs, man, because not all of them get down like that. But a lot of the old veteranos, homie, you know what I'm saying? They have those ways, homie. You see
those ways.
Yeah, they see something with the, you know what I mean? They're like, oh, she's ready. No, motherfucker, she's not ready, homie. You know what I mean? But it's just some weirdos like that, G.
Hey, there's a question up in the chat. Did all them dudes know Dubs and Gunner standings, or were they lying about what their standings?
Wait, what do you mean?
Like they're basically on some sort of a list somewhere. Basically, they ain't welcome in their neighborhood.
Oh yeah, they already know that. That's the thing. Let's talk about that. They know what their shit is. They know that they're fucked up. We talked about that when I told them, like, I just be kicking back there, like, yeah, like, it's just better to be that way and everything. Like, and on top of that, like, they know what they have on their names. They know what it is. They really do. And not on top of that, like, when I first started fucking with Gunner and them, I probably got like a couple things here and there from people in the city and shit. But like I said, I'm a nigga in my spot, so I handle mines every time, and I got that from my dad. So yeah.
Yeah, but okay, but they knew then. You know what I'm saying? So
they knew.
They knew. It's because they try to play the part, bro. I know Dubs tried to play the part that supposedly he didn't know, and there was a few others.
Well, it's different when you debrief on 3 different people that are supposedly big homies. So
yeah,
you know you're no good and welcomed.
Yeah, nah. Once I had someone tap in, right? Someone that's active today. I won't say his name. He was like, "Hey, bro, is that shit real?" Because there's a few people that from my town, that don't really know if it's true or not. And I sent him the thing where I was like, "Look, boom, boom." He's like, "Oh, well said. That's all we needed to see, bro." You know what I mean? I was like, "Nah, well, I mean, how much clearer can you make it, carnal?" You know what I mean? There's the briefing card. There's a medical thing where he's requesting where it's saying transfer from an SNY. I mean, there's a kind of bullshit.
No, yeah, for sure. And from what I heard, he basically just to walk away just had to tell on 3 people. So I don't know.
Damn. Still. You know what I mean? Well, it is what it is, man. Everybody's gonna make their own choices in life. They gotta deal with the consequences. Some people try to cover it up, as much as they could. But everything that, you know what I'm saying, that you've done, will eventually pop up, homie, especially if you're on social. You know what I mean? For shit just happens.
Yeah. Hey, what were them fools saying about all of us?
They didn't say nothing about. Okay, let's talk about it. They didn't say nothing about 209 or Bean, but they said they had videos of Conejo cooperating in the interrogation room, and then they said Flaco. They said this has been exposed already, but I don't know. They said you and Gunner were over there going to weird sex parties together, and some shit happened. So answer that back in the comments and let me know if that was exposed or not. I ain't trying to put you on blast or talk shit or nothing. I'm just letting you know you asked, and there's your answer. That's what they said about you and Conejo.
Okay, fuck. Okay, well, I mean, I don't really want to get into no subject like that, right?
The comments are going crazy now. Fuck.
Right. Let me come back.
Because they said Conejo gave little Miklo truth serum. Oh hell no.
Oh fuck.
It gave him the sodium.
Hey, look, bro. They're asking if you would do a song with Jay Hands, bro.
Is that other YouTuber that has like a big ass like bill on his head, green light or whatever?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know if I would do it. Like probably I don't know. I mean, I'd be down because you know it's a platform and shit. That'd be cool. I'll work with him.
You would do it, life's a risk, carnal. Look, bro, I'm gonna give you the best advice that you're probably gonna ever get, right? Sometimes, bro, it's not worth it, carnal. You know, sometimes not worth it to just.
What's up with Oldboy? What's up with them?
You're gonna make me get into a whole different subject right here.
Oh damn! Hey, let me just tell you, like my boy Beanloke says, my brother Beanloke, he says, not all money is good money.
Exactly, carnal.
That's
Exactly.
true.
You know, because look, a lot of us already know we have the blueprint of how to actually get our platforms like that, right? We see it. It's just, it's not worth it, bro. In the long run, it's not worth it. You know, look, bro, someone that's like this telling you this, you know, that's already target where he goes.
Yeah,
that shit's not worth it, homie. But hey, you're your own man. I'm just giving you a little bit of advice.
No, because like that's the thing. Like I seen his shit. I've never heard. Like I said, I know he's no good and everything where he's from and everything. But like I said, all I've heard is that there's like a big ass green light and everything on him. So the reason I said it is just because like I wouldn't like pull up into the studio and do a song with him. No, but you can email shit. You know what I mean? That's probably how it would get done. But I wouldn't. I don't know the nigga. So you know what I mean? I don't know.
Taco says that he, I guess, already made a video about that, bro.
Yeah, so that's what they were saying to me about that. So that's what was said about you, Flaco. But that's all.
Hey, who was the most hated one, bro? You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna keep the
E.B.K.
keep the record?
E.B.K.
Damn, homie. Damn.
You know, so look, their thing with you. You know why they don't respond back to you, right?
Well, it's because they don't want.
Their thing with you is they don't want to respond back because one, they don't want to give your channel the clout, and then on top of that, they think if they don't respond back to you, then you'll just leave them alone.
Oh,
I don't know. Look, man. Look, for all my Watsoneros that's in here, man. You know, I always said Clifford takes the most hated thing in Watson, right? I don't know if it's a Clifford thing, homie, but fuck, man, we still holding the title, homie, of the most hated. Gee, god damn it, man. Nah, it's all good. I kind of figured though. I kind of figured. But look, the thing
is, they've been wanting to get your channel took down and shit. So
no, I know they reported my shit. My shit got taken down for 2 days, right? But your boy, he knows how to do. You know what I mean? I'm not the best. You know, you might not think this is the best YouTuber or none of that, but I kind of know how to work the little things already. So I'm slowly but surely figuring shit out. And me la pelas, puto, because they only took my shit for 2 days, bro. And I got it right back, boom, without taking down any videos. I took videos down due to that they were old, and if I was gonna remake a video about these fucking lame, it had to be new, homie. You know what I'm saying? So I had to take them out, you know what I mean? But they are on the map. They're still there. But nah, I kind of already knew. But see, they think they can get in my head, homie. That shit don't work. You know what I'm saying? When they did a lap, I already did like 4 of them, homie, with my being all fucked up.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, for sure. It was crazy.
There's a lie floating around with me and my brother Beanlow scream. Yeah, I seen it.
Oh yeah.
Fuck
Damn,
it.
I kind of figured, bro. That's why a lot of people don't like me, man. But I'm not gonna change though. That's something about me that I didn't do the YouTube, bro. And I told this so many times to that other platform that we were just talking about, right? Because he would always tell me like, "Oh, we can blow it up like this, we can blow it up like that," and I would be like, "Nah, bro, nah." I didn't do the YouTube for the money. I didn't do it because of that. I did it to be able to fucking have a voice because I would get blocked, bro. You know, I would get blocked. Some people still call me a fucking troll, which I mean, I don't give a fuck, you know. I'm just keeping it 100, homie, and that's how I'm always gonna. I don't consider people that drop comments dissing me or dissing others, right? Trolls. They're expressing their opinion, homie. This is an open platform. This is fucking social media, and you should be able to drop whatever you want to drop on the comments. You know what I mean? Without getting blocked. You know what I'm saying? Or getting, you know what I mean? Timed out or whatever. You know what I mean? That's some kid shit. But that's why I made the channel though. But nah, it's just hella funny though. That's hella funny.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's for sure true.
Yeah, man. Fucking most hated, pinche Conejo. Who would you say second though? At least, man. Who would you say would be second?
I don't know, because it was more like we had that conversation about you, and then after that, it was more like, okay, now we're gonna talk about Gunner.
Yeah, nah. So it'll probably Gunner
I'm
second.
not gonna lie. I think they're both. I think they're both kind of jealous of Gunner, though. I think they're both hating on Gunner because Gunner's kind of bigger than both of them, and I
What the
think
thing with
that's just.
and that I mean, gonna be able to take from him is that he's funny. He's a stupid character. He knows how to lie to people, right? He lies to himself. He believes his fucking
Oh,
lie.
can we talk about a lie? Okay, let's talk about a lie that Gunner told your young nigga then, right? So this motherfucker said he was locked up with one of my big homies from my hood that was doing federal time, bro. But this nigga couldn't provide no name, a supposed letter that he had, anything. It was crazy as fuck.
Now he does that at all his videos. Whatever video he makes, he'll say, "Oh, I know someone from that area," just so that people from there will be like, "Oh, okay, at least he got a little bit of some details, right?" But he says the same fucking shit for mostly all the videos, and he don't know nobody.
Yeah. Well, shit, look, because like I said, like Gunner, the only person he knows from August 13 is me, and so that's why he did that big ass video on August 13, and it got the many views as it did.
Yeah.
And on top of that, like if you were to do a video on my hood, like you'd have to at least at least fucking talk about my nigga Lil Slugger in there, because them the niggas that's really doing it. Lil Slugger, Baby Slugger, like Lil Slugger's out the way now, like he's really doing his thing. But Baby Slugger and all them, like my nigga Memo and then my nigga Baby Loke and all them, they're really doing that shit. Like my cousin Toro right now is doing life. If you guys look up his case right now, Leo Alejandre. If you look up his shit right now, he just fucking caught a life charge. Motherfucker got caught having the motherfucking guards bring shit in for him. That's what I'm talking about, man. It's a whole supposed thing. Yeah, like your boy really has. That's the type of fucking family and ties that I have. But if you guys look up my hood and shit, it's really pressure out here. I don't want to hear no more of that Utah soft. It's all Mormons and all that shit. No, my hood's really pressure.
I'll click it, Martin. I'll click it. So you see that I'm not. You know what I mean? But this is a question for you, bro.
Question: what would it take for to go back to kicking it? Oh, there's no. That's the thing. When I fall out with somebody or something, there's no going back to kicking it or nothing, because if you go back to kicking it with them, you gotta watch every situation you're in. You can't be faded around them. You don't know if they're gonna set you up. That's how I think, at least. I couldn't fuck with them after that. I can't fuck with them after this.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you, right? You ever thought about bringing in like some of those, like your friends and family members that are locked up doing time on interviews, like in your channel, bro?
Yeah, let's talk about it. So I do got some shit planned. Actually, my nigga Memo, he's locked down right now doing time. He might be getting out these next couple months. But if he don't get out in the time we're thinking, we're just gonna drop the interview from prison. And then on top of that, I gotta put a couple other people like my hood pops right now, like my nigga Lil Slugger, that's my hood pops. He's doing all day right now too. And you know it's crazy. It's fucked up how he just went back. So he got out doing 10 years, went back after being out for 2 years for beating up a pedophile. He beat the fuck out of that nigga, took his car and all that shit. So they threw him a fucked up charge. But so my nigga, he's doing all day right now, and we're gonna lock something in too. So I'm thinking I might have to drop that one from prison. But I got a couple of homies that want to do this shit. But you guys gotta understand, like my homies are like old school type niggas, and it's hard when they, when I try to be like, hey, let's get on camera, because it's not that they're scared, but it's like,
Don't
fuck,
do it.
it's new to them.
Yeah, they just don't do it. But the reason why I was asking,
But I got some people.
mention some names right now, right? And I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it if I see people in the future making videos and they're gonna name those people now, bro.
Well, shit, I can, yeah, and I won't doubt it if they do. And that's the thing. So I can like name people. So look, like Lil Slugger, and then like that's my nigga Lil Slugger. That's my hood pops, man. And then like this is my family and shit. Like this was the last hood fucking reunion and everything. Like all that shit. Like your boy's really from all this. Like these are my niggas that are doing time right now. That when they get out, they got interviews coming.
Okay, look, this is a good ass question that the homie Listo dropped right now, right? Okay, the baby thugger, keep it real. Did you know those dudes were suckers, but saw an opportunity? Did you just open your eyes with the situation at hand?
No, I knew they were. I knew they were. I knew they were no good. I knew everything. But like I said, I'm gonna get like, bro. It's hard for a Utah artist to pop, bro. The last people that were doing it from my section was Dark Work Records. Them motherfuckers were hitting hundreds and thousands of views just by themselves, and this was back in 2005. All that shit. So when I saw this shit, I saw it as an opportunity. Your boy's getting up. You know what? And if I'm gonna have to do this shit, let's do it. Then boom. You know what I mean? So I saw it as an opportunity. I was trying to get the bag. I really was. That was my plan. Like I was just trying to get the bag, honestly. Because like I said, like I'm just trying to get my shit because I got my people to take care of, so I got shit to do, you know.
Yeah. Sound waves. He's on probation right now, homie. I said that on the last one. He's gonna be on probation until further notice, G. You know what I mean? I'm just glad that he didn't fall for it, you know, because let's be real, man. He could have fallen for that shit, right? He could have fallen for that shit. There's people that would have probably asked they're either family members or close relatives just to like, you know what, hey, think about the opportunities. In our reality, bro, I'm glad that the baby thugger didn't go that route, you know, and he was like, man, fuck these fools. And it was actually put him out there, you know, so that more people that are young, you know, because let's be real, man, the ones that are a little bit older, they're not really gonna fall for that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? But the ones that are young and thinking that these dudes or just regular platforms, big platforms can help out, they can actually see the fucking the warning signs, homie. Like, ¿sabes qué? Not this way, homie. You know what I mean? Straight up.
For sure, I feel you on that one. And that was the thing. Like I said, I just seen the opportunity to get a bag, and I was just trying to better my opportunity. That was it. Because I knew if I like I said, because I basically got my platform booming off the YouTube shorts, and then on top of that, I got my name known around the YouTube thing with getting in it with Milk 74. Because look, let's talk about it. Gunner and them aren't the ones that put me into this YouTube shit. It was when I got into it with Milk 74. When that motherfucker tried to run off with my money. When he ran off on my money and shit, I got put on the haters world. I got put on everybody's fucking platforms and shit. Even Poetic Flacco from No Jumper reacted to it. So that's what really put me out there. And then when Gunner and them seen that shit, that's when me and Gunner and them linked up and shit. So I seen that opportunity. I was just trying to get my shit known.
Did you hit him up or did he hit you up?
Who, Gunner?
Yeah.
So I was in his live one day because I usually just watch his prison videos and shit because I seen his first one about Utah. And if I see something about Utah, like I said, we're slept on, so I'm trying to click on it and see it. So that's where I started fucking with him at. So when I seen he went live one day after I got into it and I got off the little interview and everything with the niggas that I got in the interview with over the Milk 74 thing, when I got into it with that, I told him, I was like, hey, like you might want to post this. Like I got into Milk 74, he ran off on my bread. And he's like, oh, you know, it's Gunner. So he's like, you know what, boom. And I feel like Gunner's obsessed with Milk 74 too, because let's talk about it. So after that, he's like, boom, he brings me on. He does all that. And then on top of that, all of a sudden he brings in Milk 74, starts talking to Milk 74, and then interviews Milk 74 about the situation too. And the whole thing, it was he basically used me to get into Milk 74 because he didn't know how to get a hold of Milk 74 before.
Yeah, he used it as an excuse. That was his excuse, like to reach out, like, hey, bro, check out this woo. You know, I didn't know. Wow, I know how that fool operates, bro. That's how Big Turtle came out. Shit, you guys remember
Big Turtle.
Hey, if you guys want to know the truth about Cowboy, go check out my interview on my channel, Trap Island Records, that I did with 600. 600, I interviewed him. He exposed the whole truth.
Oh, you did? I haven't seen that one. I'll check it out, bro.
That's right.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
Hey, Listo, I seen your comment, bro. Hey, after that happened, bro, yeah, everything was like, yeah, just go ahead and take me home, homie.
Exactly.
I would have
exactly.
been like
That's exactly what it was.
Hey, my stomach was full. I ate 2 burgers. I was like, just go ahead and take me home.
I ate
Exactly. And on top of that, like I said, like, and most of the meals, let's talk about it. Food and Felons, they weren't even paying for it. It was more like off the strength, like, oh, we're gonna put your shit on camera, so let us get a free meal type shit.
Hey, look, bro. I'm glad
That's why. That's why if you notice in the
reminded me about that,
huh?
because on one of the videos, they're at the homie's his family member's restaurant, bro, and they make it seem like they're in the restaurant like while it was open, and no, that shit was already closed. You know what I mean? So a lot of the people think that these dudes are out there doing all that shit in the open. Half the time, no. Those videos are done while the business is closed. They talk to the dudes and let them know, like, hey, we're gonna do a video. I'm glad you brought that up, bro. I'm glad you did
The
that.
only
Man,
one
it's
that I could
beautiful
say
little
was
happy
like
man.
live. The only one that I could say was like live, not really planned, and we didn't talk to no business owners or nothing, was the Sayulitas one. The one that we did the big ass burrito.
Yeah,
That was the only one where we pulled up in the middle of the hood in Vegas at night and ate. And
yeah,
like they were honestly shook. They were like, "You guys want to put us on camera and shit?" And we were like, "Yeah." And they were like, "Bet." And so it was cool. But if you notice, like, it was just, yeah, it was what it was.
yeah. But like on the other ones, I had gotten the insight a while back. It's just that I didn't want to make a video about it because, man, I got a lot of sensitive viewers that like they really like these dudes, you know, they really like them, and they like me too because they tune in, right? They still tune in. They just don't like when I go at it with their favorite YouTubers or whatever. But I never tell no one to pick sides, man. You guys got full control of what you guys watch. You know what I'm saying? I'm not over there with you like this, like, hey, going nah. You guys can watch whatever you want. But I do have a lot of sensitive viewers, and I didn't want to make that shit, right? I didn't want to put that shit out there. That a lot of these food reviews or whatever, they're not really on the actual live, you know, like it's not actually like people are right there walking around, all that bullshit. Nah, the business is closed, you know. But nah, that's just crazy.
Exactly, and all the videos are pre-recorded and everything,
What
and
up,
in
Alex?
certain spots where they know they're cleared at and everything. And the thing is, like, it's weird with that because, like, I don't know, it's weird as fuck. And they move weird. Like I said, they move weird as a whole thing. Their whole thing is trying to go out and hit the casinos because that's the thing too. Like, the motherfuckers love to be in the casinos and shit. Me, I don't gamble. I don't know how to gamble. I don't even know how to fucking play dice and fucking cards and shit. I just was always in the streets and shit. I didn't really comprehend watching the OGs do that shit. I didn't care. So like we were in the casinos and shit. And they're like, "What? You ain't gonna spend nothing? You ain't gonna?" I was like, "Bro, I don't know how to fucking gamble and shit." I was like, "Shit, I'm just trying to get me a tequila shot and shit or something, you know, whatever." I'm just trying to kick back and enjoy my time. I'm 21 in Vegas. Like, let me go hit this dispensary. Let me go try this weed because I'm a big pothead. Big pothead. So I'm out there trying to try all the weed.
Hell yeah.
You were, and this is no shots to like the dudes that like to go to the casinos, right? But half of them fools that go to the casino, they're either on that black or you know what I mean, or they're just on the sick one. And that's a good place where they could nod out and wake up and just hit a button here and there. You know what I mean? And continue pushing. I had a homeboy of mine that used to do that shit a lot, bro. I'll be like, fool you. I was like, well, that's a good spot where I can actually be nodding out good. I was like, damn, this is vato,
Hey, I seen a question earlier. Did Dubs ever call you Homito?
Yeah, actually, I think he said it when we went live. I think he said it when we went live that day in the living room in Vegas. I think he said that. I think he was like, we got the Homito Trap Island in here or something.
Oh,
I was wondering that too when I seen that when I seen you make that little video that you got about that. I was starting to wonder. I was like, has he ever said that to me? Hold on. Yeah.
Flaco says that they're on Scante. He knows. You know what I mean? Yeah, fucking.
Yeah.
I believe that they're honest. Well, Gunner, look, man, and I don't want to bring this fool up, right? But fuck that fool. His things, bro, on that one video when he did that video without the glasses, where he was looking for.
Oh, by the river with the black hoodie on, with the black raccoon eyes. I know what you're talking about.
They were mean. Like, this fool was up for like 4 or 5 days already. Like, he was about to come down. So he's like, I'm gonna
like I said, it's either that or like I said, like Dubs and Food and Felon said, they said he's just paranoid. He don't sleep in his room. He sleeps in the living room.
Damn,
he sleeps in his living room by the door so that way he can hear everything.
Damn,
but they did. Hey, I'm not gonna lie though. They did confirm that boy is not lacking though. Gunner be paranoid like a motherfucker in the movies.
Hey, bro. I know.
Hey, no. Gunner be like the niggas in the movies though. They said that niggas like in the movies. They're in the walls.
Hey, no, I seen some pictures. No boys like, dude. Hey, gente. The people that do live in that apartment complex, you know, this is gonna be an awareness, right? If you happen to be tuned in from Oregon, right? Por favor, be careful while you walk through. I'm not gonna put the apartment complex exactly which one, right? But if you do live in an apartment and you're in the Oregon area and you happen to be walking by your neighbor's door or window, be trucha. Try to walk as fast as you can because there's tweakers out there and they're looking through the blinds right now. Paranoid as hell. They're like this.
With a blower.
Post the
With a
picture for you
blower.
guys later, but yeah, and I'm not even gonna lie, man. They ain't some little toys. They some decent toys. I'm like, damn, okay, it is what it
Yeah,
is, but you ain't gonna do shit. You know what I mean?
for
But
sure.
yeah, it's funny though. Oh man, that's just hella funny though, man.
Yeah, and see, like I said, so even with like the money that Food and Felons and them were gonna promise me, like I was planning on just paying all my bills ahead of time when I was with my bitch, because like, we had our car and everything, but it was like going to shit too. So like the plan was just get a whole car in general with that shit. So it was just like, damn.
He said, "What part of Oregon?" I'll post a video right now, bro. I'll post a video. It gives you the big. It shows you Big Five and everything. It shows you.
It's crazy. But yeah, so that was that. So look, yeah, man. Anybody got any more questions and shit? Tap in, man. Let me know.
Yeah,
That's
but
right. That's right.
nah, bro. But look,
Man.
I know we've been on for like an hour already. I'm glad that you were able to tune in and tap in and like, actually jump on and actually answer questions, right? Of course, me personally, I'm not gonna continue for the sensitive viewers, you know, unless these fuckers make something totally random pop up, you know, then it's something different. But I'm not gonna really
Yeah.
continue with that subject. But I'm glad that you were able to answer it, bro. You know, because if I would have made a video, they would have just been like, "Oh, pinche Conejos hating," you know. I needed you to say it, homie, especially because a lot of people are still asking for black and white. They're still asking for like the proof. You know, I don't want to exit the whole live without actually saying that. A lot of people have still been asking,
Yeah.
where's the proof? I kind of like, you know, if I was gonna have a conversation with you or like with anybody, right? Like to plot some bullshit like that, right? To either have you put weight or try to convince you to do something. I would do this on a person thing. I wouldn't do it on no messages or shit like that. But you wanted to on that, bro? Like for the people that are wondering, like, you were gonna actually put the proof out, or were you actually gonna hold back for that in case them fools were gonna cash out? Let's just be real, man. If they were gonna send you some bread or what, you know?
No, let's keep it real. I was gonna run a trick move on him. Honestly, you send me that motherfucking bread, and that video still ain't coming down. That was what was gonna happen. But on top of that, with the black and white and everything, most of this shit was said in person, and all the messages that I did have between these fuckers was shit that, like, it was shit that was there, and then when I fell out with them, I deleted the messages. That was that. The messages that I do have though is that when he was talking, me and him fell out after our last trip, when me and Food and Felons fell out, he ended up hitting up my artist Gigi, talking shit about me, but still trying to work with her and shit like that. So I can post that as far as that goes. But yeah.
Yeah. All right, now I just wanted to bring that up, bro, because I know there's gonna be after this video, either if I leave it on the live section or if I take it down from the live and put it on the video section, because at times like when the lives get flagged, if you move it from the actual live to the video, it gets unflagged. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
some game for you right there, G. That's some game for you.
This is game for everybody, homie. Like for anyone that makes content and stuff like that. If your shit's getting flagged, because my shit gets flagged all the time on the live. It lasts like I'll go to sleep, wake up, and my shit's flagged. I'm like, fuck. So I have to take it down. So if you take it down, you can review the little spots, edit them, whatever. If you think it's good, like this whole thing was good today. Like, yeah, there was a couple words that were said, right, that people didn't like. I'm not gonna, me personally, I'm not gonna tell you how to talk, bro. You know what I mean? If you want to say the N word on you, you know what I mean? Dale gas, I used to say it, but I've been able to work on that. When I get angry or pumped up, it slips up. That's how it goes. But I'm not gonna tell anybody. So there was certain little things, but the interview was good, homie. You answered good questions, and I don't think it's gonna get flagged. So I'm gonna be able to post it. You know what I mean? But thank you though, bro. Thank you,
Yep.
for actually
You're welcome. And like I said, if anybody wants to tap in, man, let me know, bro. Subscribe to the channel and let's get it going. And like I said, man, let's get your boy a motherfucking whip so your boy ain't walking no more. Let's go.
Hey, somebody post, man. Hey, man, somebody post the homie's link, man, to his YouTube channel.
Well, I'll actually share it on the thing on my community post, bro. You know what I mean?
Tag him in the video and shit. Hell yeah,
You know what I mean? So I'll tag it. I'm gonna tag the thing right now. I'm gonna tag it on this video. You know what I mean? To make it easy for the people and stuff. But now, thank you, bro, for tapping in, bro. You know, we went over an hour. Gracias, you know, appreciate that. Mr. 209, my boy. You know what I mean? Thank
you already know, G.
Yeah.
Yes, shout out both you guys.
And you're
that's
welcome.
Right, that's right, G.
Like I said, there's no hard feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing personal. It's entertainment, homie. It's YouTube. It's like YouTube, yeah.
It's content worthy, like Adam 22 said.
Yep, it's content, G. But gracias, and I'll let you enjoy your day, my boy. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go do some errands myself right now, a little bit. But thank you, bro.
All right, man.
Later.
All right. So my boy, Mr. 209, though. For the people that don't know who boy Mr. 209 is, make sure to go check him out, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because I know there's some people, man, that don't know a lot of these other like platforms that tap in with your boy, man. And I know the day one is gonna be like, man, Mr. 209, they know exactly who he is. But this video will stay up and it will get some new viewers. So if you guys don't know who the homie is, man, make sure to tune in over there. You know the shit. They get the danking and drinking over there. With some restrictions, of course, but hey, it still gets the party,
man.
Boy.
Hey, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Look, hey, my cup's silver, so it don't even show up.
Yeah, that's the way to work it nowadays, brother.
Hey, they're trying to. Hey, that's how you edit it.
Hey, that's exactly how you edit that stuff, bro. But now, thank you for jumping on, carnal. I did post a link,
yes, sir,
homies and stuff, but you're the only one that jumped in. Hey, gracias, bro.
Hey, I was right here. I told you. Hey, I was in the middle of doing a bunch of stuff this morning, and then I was checking my phone, and I was like, "Oh shit!" So I logged in real quick. Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, brother. Yes,
sir. Yeah, man.
I'm almost good. I gotta go do some errands right now. It's 1:30 already. I was like, damn, time flies. But
man, the day is. I've been up since 9 o'clock this morning. Blah.
Oh shit. You're to be known, my boy. Well, thank you, carnal. I'm gonna end the tuning out. I'm gonna put one of the favorite videos for the hand thing. You know, I gotta do it, man. I gotta put one of those.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But hey, gracias, my boy. See you on the next one, or if you guys go live, I'll write comments.
Yes, sir. Órale, gente. I'm out of here. You guys have a blessed day, man.
Se cuidan, eh?
That's right. That's right. Órale.
All right. Yeah. Woohoo! What fuck squirt gun?
What's cracking, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Once again, new video. Homito. Homito.